Chris Jenkins. Oh, no, I'm not live yet. Oh, I am live, man. Anyway, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. I feel like my mic is a little too hot. That should be better there. And man of the people. So you know what that means? I work for you guys. Questions about this team, questions for players, questions for coaches. I'm the guy to get those questions answered for you. So please leave a comment, leave a direct message, however it's easiest for you to get in touch with me. There are links in the description. Please do. So let's go ahead and get on with this title here, which is roster cuts, Robby Anderson's new contract, and competition for Joey Sly. So first, let me make sure I'm trying something new here today. Let me see if I can get this correct and going. Let me see here. I'm not going to try to take too long and getting this going. Hopefully I can get it going. Just trying to do a lot of new interactive stuff with you guys. And just want to take a second to try to get this going properly. And we're going to have some fun this season, right? Login completed. Let me go over here. There we go. I think we got it. I'm gonna be excited if this works. And if it's not working, I'm just gonna keep going because you're here to talk about Panthers, not watch me try to configure my live stream to work exactly as we think it should. But while this is going to load, so let me go ahead and get into it. So most of the day, I was getting together all of my information, talk about Joey Sly and the possible kicker. You know, the Indianapolis Colts had released a kicker earlier today. And so I was doing my research on him, getting things together, only to have practice start. And right before then, they announced that there's another kicker that has been signed to compete. So the other guy had to throw all that out, and we're just going to do the show, and I'll tell you who that is. So as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and just pull up these transactions right now. Carolina Panthers had to get their roster cut down to 80. They have another cut, I believe it's the 31st, to get it down to the 53-man roster, which then, of course, the next step is the practice squad. Practice squad has now gone from 10 to 16, which is what it was last year, to help deal with possible COVID situations for each team. So here are the transactions that have taken place today for the Carolina Panthers. They signed kicker Dominique Man, I need some help with these names. They signed Dominique today to compete with Joey Sly. Resulting moves for that were to waive cornerback Ladarius Wiley, also waive defensive end Kendall Donnerson, and also was to waive defensive tackle Karan Reed. And hopefully I said all those people's names correctly. But those were the transactions today to get us down to the limit for the 80-man roster. So the Dominic kicker, pretty much, let me see what I had on him. I think I lost my page on Dominic. And then I'm trying to do a lot of things. So during this video you see me looking around a lot, it's because I'm trying to get everything in place so once the season starts, all these interactive things I do with you all are pretty seamless. But no, I don't have much information on this guy. I know collegiately he had a kicking percentage slightly higher than Joey Sly. He was, I think, 79%, and Joey Sly was around 72%. And, you know, we're going to see and learn more about him. So everybody that wanted some kicking competition, a little fire under the feet of Joey Sly, we now have it, and look forward to seeing this thing play out, and may the best man win. So other things that took place today, Robby Anderson, the surprise guy that we signed from the New York Jets, had an awesome career last season, or I shouldn't say career, but season last year for the Carolina Panthers, totaling over 1,000 yards and you know, approaching 100 catches. And The thing that was surprising about him, and I got this from the GM talking today with the media. I think I got to sneeze. Do I have to sneeze? Oh boy. Sorry, next time I will mute the microphone for my sneeze, but that's what you get during a live video, is a sneeze or two. I'm going to try this one more time a bit to see you guys' comments. All right, so I can't see your comments. But one of the things that the GM spoke about and Coach Rule spoke about was the ability for Robby Anderson to not get hurt. Actually, Coach Rule spoke about that.
But one of the things that the GM
let me meet that. And so, of all the players last year, only Robby Anderson played all 16 games. And Coach said, for a 170-pound guy, and I thought, man, he's only 170 pounds. Not that I thought he was much heavier, but, I figured he's around 180. But he said for a 170-pound guy to make it through the season without any injuries and I wouldn't say injuries, without missing any games, was pretty impressive. So Robby also spoke with the media today after he got his new contract. And, Robby's always some good highlights sound bites when you're talking with Robby. But he said that he felt like being in Carolina was a dream for him, was a good place for him. He likes the city, he likes the team, he likes the coaches. And, he was asked about family members and their reactions. And he said he hadn't really had a chance to get any reaction from the family members because it happened right before practice and his focus is on practice. But he made mention of how players, DJ Moore and so many other players were hugging him and congratulating him and welcoming him with the contract extension. So certainly he seems to like it here in Carolina. Things have been working out for him greatly here in Carolina. And having this guy around for 2 more seasons with DJ Moore, with Marshall, with Darnold, should be something that's going to put us in a position to win some games, make it into the playoffs, and make some noise there. So I'm excited about it. And he said Sam being here was a big factor. It wasn't the only factor, but certainly when you have a quarterback that you've played with before, and he said, that Sam's going to be here for a while and him being here for a while, everything works out well. And being a Christian myself, I love that he mentioned God a lot during his interview with the team today. That was awesome to hear. So let me say what's up to a few people. Chris Johnson, Ali, Stack. I said Star. Stack, what's up, man? Stack, I need to catch up with you, play some more golf. B. Evans says hit the like button. So yes, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I appreciate it. We're going to be doing a lot more live broadcasts. So I wanted to go live tonight just to continue to get you guys in the habit of knowing that I'm back doing these live broadcasts. And for me to get a little bit more practice because it's been, however many months since the last, about 8 months since we had to do a lot of live broadcasts, and some things I got to get back into the habit of. But please, I want you to hear me say this because I'm going to say it every broadcast. I'm going to do a show weekly once the season starts, and that show will happen the first day after a game. So typically that's going to be a Monday, and the show is Ask Me Your Carolina Panthers Questions. So any questions that you all have, I'm going to spend a show, thinking an hour-long show, may get cut down because I have a baby on the way, but thinking an hour-long show that we're going to do 100% dedicated to being the man of the people. So look for that. All right, and last but not least, or did I go through it all? Okay, so we got this chance to speak with Coach Rule, the GM, and Robby Anderson. So I've gone through all those except for Coach Rule. So let me go ahead and talk about some of the things that Coach Rule talked about today. He said they're still searching for a fullback, and that's kind of interesting because I did notice when I was studying the roster recently that we didn't have a fullback on the roster. Not sure if they're going to go and get a dedicated fullback or if they may be going to use a tight end and make that guy double in as a fullback. So we'll see about that, and I guess we'll find out when the coach finds out. Denzel Perryman, talking about some injuries, he was out again. So that's a guy that, we picked up hoping to be a big contributing factor for the linebackers, and we haven't been able to see him pretty much all preseason. Don't know when we're going to see him. Certainly his ability to be an impact starter for us is dwindling here because we're right around the corner from the season starting. So Jermaine Carter is certainly going to be starting in that Mike linebacker spot. And Coach didn't speak about how long Denzel may be out, but did say it's just a little freak accident that happened the other day. He was running down the field. Another player stepped on his foot, and then he's injured. So we'll keep you abreast of that. Keith Kirkwood, who got a vicious hit earlier in in training camp, finally has returned to full practice. So congratulations, and that's good to see for Keith being back here out on the field. And he was a full go today. And that's all I have. So I'm going to kind of filibuster here for a minute to see if there's any questions that have come on. And I'm broadcasting live now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm going to tell you, YouTube is going to be the best place if you guys have questions to send them to me so I can see them, because it's always where I look first. But I'll see if there's questions on any other platforms really quick. Come on, computer. Yeah, so I'm not seeing any questions out there right now, which is A-okay. Again, I know these live broadcasts are new. We haven't been doing them that much, but get used to them coming. They will be coming frequently. We are now, today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know tomorrow school starts in CMS for those in Charlotte. But Wednesday, Thursday, so 3 days away from our final preseason game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more indication yet about how long Sam is going to play at quarterback, but still, coach is emphasizing that he wants to see a lot of the ones for the first half, and then going to be giving the others their opportunities to make this team. And as those cuts are made, roster moves are made this weekend. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as well as the bell notification so you can be present when I go and do my videos to talk. So that concludes today's conversation on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.